So for the last couple of weeks, I have been painting yet another room in our house. I'm going for clean, modern, classy and minimal with white walls and black moldings. There's been a lot of prep work because the walls had cracks everywhere. The moldings had dents, holes and chipping paint flakes along with old blind hardware attachments, all of which needed repair and not a little but a lot of TLC. So it came time for wood filler, plaster work and caulking. Then I patiently waited for everything to dry before sanding, cleaning up and taping and painting again. Letting it dry overnight and painting again for the magical second coat that really makes all the difference. The moldings, the walls and the ceilings. I gotta say that I really found that sweet touch for refining the clean lines where the walls meet the molding and getting that professional brush move down that I've seen on TikTok that looks so satisfying. I'm not a pro, but once I'm done with this entire house, I'm sure I will be. So without further ado, let's get into the living room space and using paint to transform this room from dingy and bland to light, beautiful and edgy. Big thank you to Jackery for sponsoring today's video. We've got some pretty big news from them that we're excited to share, but more on that later.
I'm in the living room, and if you're watching this and you're like, what the f is happening? Why are you not working in Azalea's bedroom? Because it's not finished yet, then sorry. Yeah, I don't know. We've gone rogue. We're patiently waiting for the glaze on the windows to finish for Azalea's bedroom, and so we're kind of doing all kinds of projects. We're just like in every room, inside, outside, working on all things. So here we go. In the living room, I'm gonna start working on window frames and the mantelpiece, and I finished painting a bit the rest of the fireplace. I still have to do a second coat down on the floor and then like on the side a bit, but it's coming along, so let's get to work. Good morning. It was quite a night. My coffee maker is being incredibly noisy. Azalea was up all night coughing. Odin woke up this morning and threw up everywhere. I think he's been eating Milo's poop again. So she's not going to school today, and I'm going to stay home and do some stuff here in the windows now that everything is dry until she wakes up, and then we'll probably just be hanging around the house. Not sure what we're going to get up to, but cheers to another good morning. Good stuff. I don't know what I would do without coffee in the morning. So before you tell us that there's no logic to our madness and all the projects seem super random and discombobulated and all over the place, indeed they are. Basically the status is that we had the electrician come in and do the work in the kitchen. He also ran and moved the light bulb in what will be like the breakfast room. He also ran lights in here in the living room, and now we're waiting on the inspector to come and check on everything. And gosh, what else? Fidel is still working on plaster projects and also fixing the foundation that's holding up the front porch because that needed a little bit of repair. The glaze in Azalea's room is still drying, so we can't really do anything in there until it sets, because basically all that is left is finishing off the windows. Everything else is painted. I just have to touch up the rainbow a bit. So here we are. We're just feeling curious about all these other projects that we want to be working on, and so I started working on some of the moldings, and I think it looks pretty cool. I realized also that it was better that I start with the moldings versus finish with the moldings, because it's easier to get a finish without using tape on like a flat surface versus like a curved corner, like buttress kind of surface that the moldings create. So I decided to start with the moldings, that way I can kind of paint over any blemishes with just the wall paint, and it's much easier to just like get a clean, flat finish without using tape. So lesson learned, Azalea's room was a really good first try at everything to just like figure out the flow. Like Justin's learned about the windows and what to do, what not to do. I've learned about painting and what to do and when to do what, and yeah, just all the things. So this is the beginning of the common space being kind of made up into something groovy. What do you guys think? Oh, you guys, painting is hard work. Oh my gosh, so intense painting that like 9-foot ceiling. Holding that long roller painter thing, and it's like impossible to like get the right pressure and all the angles and come from the different areas and spots and all the stuff. But First coat in the living room and the playroom is done so. I'm gonna have to go back and do a second coat, but also before that, I'm gonna use a ladder and just a brush and just kind of hit the corners of where the ceiling meets the wall. I don't need to be super anal because we're going to be putting a nice crown molding up there, which will cover probably like the first 2 inches of the ceiling from the corner. So that's going to be kind of handy, and we won't have to be like super diligent about getting right up into the wall in a really clean finish. Yeah, I'm just trying to get the ceilings done because the floors are supposed to start being sanded next week. And things are really moving along quickly now again. And we're just trying to make some really good progress. And so I'm trying to get that like common space done so that when they're done in the kitchen, basically the only part of the downstairs that will need to be finished is like the Michelangelo suite, the 2 bedrooms downstairs, and like the corridor and the bathroom at the end of the house. And that will be like the only thing that we would want to redo, finish, paint, all that stuff. So things are moving. It's just very time consuming and labor intensive, you guys. I was thinking about using the sprayer, but I don't think it'll spray up on the ceiling. We don't have like an industrial kind of one. We have just like a basic homeowner's one, you know? So I think if you turn it like sideways and upside down, it doesn't like go into the nozzle well. Yeah, I'm just doing it all by hand with the roller. When it comes to the walls, I was thinking about using the sprayer, but I don't know. I think I might just use the roller just because I've already put paint on the moldings and I wouldn't want the sprayer to kind of like go too close to that. So we'll see what happens. But anyways, progress is being made, you guys. The drywall is going up in the kitchen and things are moving. Second coat on the ceiling is completed. I'm gonna start painting a bit this wall. I have some time before I'm going to take Odin for a walk on the way to pick up Azalea. There's been some curious drama with our contractor. I just gave him a whole time for making sure that the people he's hiring are going to be cleaning up properly and not leaving box cutter blades on the floor and circular saw blades and like the roofers, nails and stuff in the yard, because we have kids and animals and we also live in this house, and so we're trying to find an equilibrium here of us telling him that we're not happy with how the workers are leaving the job site and the state of cleanup, I guess. Tell us what you think, if contractors should clean debris before they leave, like crumbles from the wall from demo, or if the person who is like the client should be cleaning because we've been cleaning. Anyways, I'm not going to get into it. That's basically the base outline. He threatened to leave the job and leave us hanging, and loads of unnecessary things were said on both parts, mostly his part, but here we are. I'm painting, getting to work. So I'm going to pause this video to give a big shout out to Jackery for sponsoring today's video. When we go for outdoor adventures and camping, especially without the bus, we definitely take our 1500 watt Jackery unit with us. It's so handy to have, to be able to power up our gear and just have as a battery bank ready to roll for when we need a little bit of electricity to boost our camping trip. What's super great about the Jackeries is that it's a kind of like portable way to carry energy. You can literally just carry this battery bank, but the other thing is that you can charge it using solar panels, directly harnessing energy that is produced from the sun. So it's very sustainable and it's reusable and resourceful, and it's super nice to know that we have a more sustainable choice in our energy consumption. So this big and exciting announcement that Jackery have shared with us is that they're going to be releasing another product that's the Jackery 1000 watt Pro, and it comes with 80 watt solar panels, and they'll be releasing it at the IFA in 2022, which is a global tech show where they share all kinds of different products that are redefining what our future looks like in the tech world. So if you guys are curious, be sure to tune in on August 31st, and Jackery will be announcing and sharing their newest reveal. So stay tuned, very excited, and can't wait to share more about that particular product. Thank you again, Jackery, as always, for sponsoring today's video. If you're curious and want to learn more about their products, check out the link in the description below. So without further ado, we're gonna get back into painting the house. So I'd recruited Mackenzie to help me. She was having a beer, so I brought my wine. I don't have a cup, so... Oh my god. Oh my god. Getting saucy. We're gonna do some painting. Trying really hard to get everything painted before the guys come to do the floors, which basically means
that I have 2 more days to paint everywhere. Quite the mission, but I'm at least just trying to get like the living room and this like TV playroom white. So let's paint. It is. Oh, he looks like a puppy again. He does. It's satisfying. Yeah. Oh, really? Sticking your butt out there and it's sad. It's sad. Oh my god, dude. Is that Zora? No. Do you know the song Take It To Me? Or how does it go? Good morning. How do you like my hat? It's the new style. Well, Justin and Azalea went to the store to pick up some things. We did a little meal planning this morning, which was fun, so we could kind of know what was happening for the week ahead. It's always nice to have like a plan and an idea so that you don't end up just like at the store aimlessly buying random things and then you get home and you're like, what are we having for lunch? Like none of this makes sense. Anyways, so we used our meal planner, which is always really handy. So if you guys are curious about that, you can check. There's a link in the description below. I have a moment of peace to myself. I've been with Azalea one-on-one with her for the last few days. Justin was out of town, and so now I'm gonna get to sanding. I have to finish sanding all the moldings around here so that I can paint them. I'm really hustling. Tomorrow is Monday, and Tommy is supposed to be coming to refinish the floors in the entire downstairs of the house. So I'm really hustling to try and finish at least painting this entire room, maybe aside from the crown molding that we still have to install. But I'm really just trying to get it done so that when Tommy's done, we can like move furniture back in and like not have to reorganize it and like move it to repaint. And so this playroom space is gonna be the one room that is just still gonna be like a work zone, I think. I've done one coat, but there's still a lot more needs to be done to the moldings and the windows and just I want to do a feature focal point on the wall. There's just like a lot of things that need to happen with that room. So I got the first coat mostly done, and so I just want to really hustle and focus on this room here. It's just like all these things kind of coming together slowly, but like takes forever and like you don't realize. And I think we're just really meticulous and like anal and have really high standards for like wanting to fill dents and cracks and pieces of the molding and like sanding it down so the paint sticks really well to it, and just wanting everything to have a really good, clean, professional finish. So wanting to just like get that done right the first time so we don't have to go back and redo it. Enough chat, I'm gonna drink my coffee and get back to work. Also, I've never seen a coffee mug like this. These guys, the fire department coffee sent us this product. It has a bottle opener on the base of it, so you could like drink your coffee and be cracking open a beer, I guess, all at the same time. Man. Anyways, okay, get to work, G, because now you're just procrastinating. Until we get the lights installed on the ceiling, I'm relying on one trusty lamp. Especially with the rain, it's not making it any better to see what I'm doing, but I'm making the most of it and it's coming along.
So you saw the other day we took down late night, one night, me and Pops, this moldings all around the top of the room here. And Justin ended up buying a chop saw that was on sale. It's always cheaper to look on the Facebook marketplace, but we were finding that used ones were the same price as what was a brand new one on sale. So we got one on sale.
Alright, Zay, come on over. Come up there.
And Babes is gonna walk you through how to chop moldings. Sitting on your perch, Aiden. Funny. Is your headphones safe? Alright, Pop.
Okay.
You gonna walk us through how this works?
I'm no pro or anything, but I noticed the moldings we pulled off where the one would end and the other one would start, and at the corners we would cut at a 45-degree angle so that one went over the top of the other and they held each other in place. So that's the idea.
How's it look?
Yeah, it's pretty smooth.
Nice.
Sure.
Also, tell us how expensive these moldings are.
22 and some change a piece.
Teamwork is a dream work. There's like more weight on the wall versus more weight on the ceiling. I think more weight on the ceiling is how it's supposed to go. This way up. So, do you want to mark it with a pen? Or you would just do it the opposite. You would have to start on the opposite way, doing the opposite wall. This is pretty complicated. Odin, you're just walking around with your bone, dude. You like don't even know what to do with it. Oh no! The real moment of truth. See what I'm saying? This is so confusing. Disregard everything you just watched us do. That was amateur hour. This is the professional zone. Okay, so we're marking like where the edge of the molding goes to make sure that each one is cut the same. Okay.
Headphones are over here.
So always cut your mold upside down. No, your crown upside down. What else have you just learned?
That's it.
Wasted molding, babe. Like that.
Now these 45 still should be, look,
So it's actually this side that's what you need to cut.
the bottom needs to be longer again. Yo, the bottom.
Yeah, now you gotta
Makes the
turn it.
bottom shorter.
Right? Because he turned it to do the other side. The other thing we learned is that I guess the more like busy side is the bottom. So our molding goes that way. Cross your fingers, we got it right this time. Let's find out. Pops has got it. Ooh, I think Mama's gonna get it. It's gonna work. Ooh. Shut up. That's the one. That's the one.
So I was working on a submarine.
I like it. You probably grip it. Pull it tight.
But Mama, where am I supposed to get out?
Oh, we're gonna have to airlift you in there every time. Or if you want, we can turn the submarine sideways. Stop it sideways. Yeah, then you can climb in and out. Ready?
Oh,
See your butt crack.
may get pain on my butt.
Oh, did you? Well, good thing you're wearing your paint clothes. Let's take the rest of